Okay, going into part two here. So quick, like if you came across some issues, I'll show you um, what I had initially happen here. It's an easy fix. So if you went to go copy and paste, and you literally went paste, whether you hit this one, keep source for formatting or match destination, and it pulled up the title. I'm just hit Control Z, so let's undo. When you paste it, go to paste special, and you want to paste the text. So then you'll get the URL for it. So now we're going to go to alignment, and you're going to click on the URL so you can highlight all of these. Once it's highlighted, go to alignment and then hit shrink to fit, and then it'll squeeze the URL in here. It does not need to be full-fledged so we read it. It can be smaller than that because we don't need to see it. As long as there is the URL that matches that exercise, we'll be fine. Alright, so let's get started initially with our training sheet here. I'm not going to name it yet. So page layout, margins, 0, orientation, landscape. We're going one page. We're going to leave grid lines on there for now, but we're going to get rid of those. So we're going to start off, we're going to leave a lot of this upper stuff blank because then we can add some like max tables or names and stuff like that, but that'll be later. So first blocks we usually use for putting in our max numbers at. So let's go here, home. I'm going to merge in center, right click, format cells. I want my text to be vertical, and I'm just going to put 100%, and we'll center that. I won't do any colors or anything like that, background shading, we'll get to that. Alright, so now we're going to work on cells that are going to be hidden. I'm going to call this pattern, or you can also call it category because this is going to be where a category list is going to be from. So let's do that, category. Categories, URL, exercise. We're going to do exercise twice. This is where our percentage will be. So we're going to have our exercise name here, percentage, and then we'll have our reps, weight, and our sets. I'm just going to go ahead and center all this right now. It doesn't have to fit. So I don't want to print all this stuff. So the first 3 rows I want to make grouped. I'm going to group. I want to group columns. And you're going to see this little minus sign come up here. So I'm going to close it and it'll hide stuff, which will be really nice for when I want to print the actual training sheets. Now I'm going to color code. I'm going to color code all this stuff. Let's go orange. Orange, make sure black. You can even bold it if you want. This I'm going to go all black. White. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyways. 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to hide this for now. So exercise. You don't have to be exact, we'll play around with them afterwards. So I like to make 5 cell groupings. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to be for one exercise. Percent, so I'm going to group this cell too because I'm not going to want to have that print off. So I'm going to group column so I can make it disappear. And I'm going to shade this. Let's go with a gray. Reps, weight sets. I'm huge on color coding, so let's go every one. So we'll leave the first ones blank, and we're going to use a lighter orange. I'm going to put a thick shading border around all that. I'm going to highlight, hold control, keep holding control. I'm going to select each of these because I want to go a thick border around that as well. I'll do it on that. And that one. Almost forgot that one. Now we're going to hide that. Make sure we can keep it open. You're probably going to do here. Should have just done this stuff the whole batch. So let's just select all this, hold control, select all of it. If you're like me, later on down the road, you're going to see some of those that don't have the boxes around. It's going to drive you crazy. All right, so now we're going to go based off how many different exercises we're going to have. So I'm just going to put, we're just going to go 5 boxes, all right? So I'm going to two, three, 4, 5. This is supposed to be up 1, I think. Oh no, we're good. All right, so sorry, we're gonna go below, select all this stuff, Control C, Control V, Control V, and go down, Control V, Control V. So I'm gonna leave this at 100% for now. I'm gonna put thick borders around all of those, so I'm just gonna do that now. Select it all, Control C, Control V. No, match it. Control V. No. Control C. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a match. Oh, yep. Thick borders makes everything kind of look nice and sharp. So categories, you can expand a little bit. Time check. All right. So I'm going to make this, I'm just going to select this, merge this all, and we can call this day 1. I usually like to put parentheses and put like some sort of percentage in there. So say we're in a strength block, so let's just go 65 to 80%. Put a thick border on that. We're going to center it. Can bold. Actually, let's leave the bold because I'm going to go black background, white font. Again, this looks chaotic and big right now, but that'll change once we get exercises and stuff put in here. So I'll go over that with the next next video.